Hi everyone. So, before I get into the actual topic of this video, I just want to say that I just hope that everyone stays safe and hopefully you're safe at home and not going anywhere outside, at least at the moment. Because due to what's happening in the world, where I downloaded TikTok, I installed TikTok again when it came back, or at least a day after it came back, and I saw people still freaking out about Donald Trump again. It's honestly irritating, and I understand that people hate him. People are worried about what he's doing to the world, and honestly, due to the things that he said or people think that he might do, or things that he's actually doing that actually might be true, he's basically gonna destroy the entire world, destroy all of America, and that's not good. I get it. He's an asshole. He's insufferable. He's an absolute disgrace, and should have never been president in the first place. I don't even know why he became president. It absolutely doesn't make any damn sense. Especially since his father wasn't the president. It literally does not make any sense. None. Sorry. But anyways, I'm trying to avoid TikTok as much as possible. I mean, I don't even care about that app anymore. Honestly, I'm just trying to avoid it. I can't stand it anymore. I mean, I installed it again, and thankfully, my TikTok account was still intact. So thankfully, I didn't have to make a new one. But still, I just hate the app now. I really hate it. I'm trying to ignore. I really wish that there was an option to remove the For You page, because honestly, I just cannot take it. I just cannot take it for my For You page, or maybe following, to be flooded with people talking about Donald Trump or what he's doing. Like, why? Why? I really don't care about politics. And even though I hate Donald Trump as much as others do, and I completely understand that him being president will cause things that will happen in the world, especially right now. But I really don't care. I just don't care anymore. I really don't. It's honestly frustrating, but you know what, never mind. Anyways, now, just one small thing. I removed one of my friends from my chat on DeviantArt, and honestly, I don't want to talk to them anymore. I'm serious. I really don't. It's not like I'm mad at them, it's just... I just cannot stand them. Anyway, so the actual topic of this video is about Five Nights at Freddy's again. Now, I have seen multiple theories, mostly involving Cassidy / Golden Freddy and Midnight Motorist. Now, due to some implications or vague hints about the Midnight Motors minigame. So my own interpretation of Midnight Motors, most notably, Midnight Motors is about the Afton family. Most people have said it's about the Aftons, William being the yellow man and Michael or the Crown Child being the runaway. But I do believe now that the Crown Child is most definitely the runaway, and Michael is the one sitting on the sofa watching TV. But at the same time, the Crown Child, well, he's literally scared, mostly of the animatronics. He cries and he collapses onto the floor. Would he really have the strength and courage to run away from home? Not really, but considering the fact that the Crown Child's age is never revealed, but he's mostly around the age of 6 to 7 years old, or at least turning 7 years old on his birthday. So would he, a 6-year-old, run away from home? Definitely. And kids, especially at a run age, do run away from home, especially if they're upset. And if they're being abused by their family. I completely get it. I completely get it. Michael watching TV and saying like, "Hey, don't bother my little brother. He had a rough day at school or something." But William doesn't listen and tries to I don't know, demand his child to unlock the door. But there's no answer, so William goes outside and notices that his child broke the window, escaped, and has run off to some place. No one knows where. And I'm pretty sure that the house that William lives in, or at least the unknown yellow person lives in, is not the Fnaf 4 house. The Fnaf 4 house is most likely, due to the amount of dirt in like a secluded spot, it's most likely the mound of dirt of the beginning construction of a house being built. It's never stated or confirmed to be the case, but I'm pretty sure it's the most likely option, because things like a house being built, especially from the implication of a mound of dirt, like especially if it's like a big like hill of dirt, that does indeed happen in real life. I have seen it before. So Midnight Motors is mostly about the Aftons, and the mound of dirt doesn't actually mean anything. It's probably just a house being built. It's not even a grave, at least I'm pretty sure it is. It isn't. Now about Cassidy. Oh, Cassidy. Why, oh why, Cassidy? Why are people so bothered about her? I'm pretty sure it's a her, because Cassidy is most likely a girl's name, because it's popular for girls. Let me just show you. So my version of Cassidy is about Cassidy Miller Jones. Cassidy is the name of the fifth missing child, who is described to be a girl with long black hair, in the fourth closet. The fourth closet description. The graphic novel design of Cassidy is not canon, but at the same time, Susie's look is mostly intact and is canon to the games. It's weird. Cassidy possesses Golden Freddy in the games, but Bonnie in the books. Cassidy was most likely born in the late 1970s. Despite the Talbert files being a hoax and non-canon to Fnaf, Cassidy has named parents. Her mother's name is Mary Ann, and her father's name is Emmett. When Cassidy was 5 years old in December of 1983, her mother was found dead in the backyard, disembodied or dismembered. Cassidy goes by many last names throughout the fandom: Andrews, Brooks, Jones, Miller, Tucker, Talbert, Johnson, and Smith. Personally, I like Cassidy with the last name Jones or Johnson, due to Casey Jones from TMNT apparently not being referred to as CJ. You know, Casey Jones, Cassidy Jones or Johnson. Come on, it would be clever. Unlike what most people think about her character, being extremely vengeful to William, which would cause her to attach herself onto him and torture him until he dies. In reality, Cassidy was nice to William, or at least the emphasis on the word nice to William, and remembers him quite well. And Cassidy is not the vengeful spirit or the one you shouldn't have killed. She's also helpful to the grandchild, helping him regain his memories. She is also not Shadow Freddy, which I'm not sure how the hell someone came up with that. In fan art, Cassidy is seen with her hair in pigtails and wearing a yellow turtleneck and a pinafore, black or blue. Her fan appearance is very similar to Mary Schmidt from Five Nights at Candy's, except Cassidy is wearing a yellow turtleneck. I'll just say Cassidy and Mary are wearing turtlenecks. Most likely. Cassidy was killed by William Afton, stabbed to death, decapitated, or being spring-locked. Golden Freddy is most likely an apparition, a ghostly entity, but Golden Freddy does physically exist as it was originally a Fredbear spring-lock suit. It was in suit mode, so it couldn't physically move. Due to the agony, Golden Freddy was able to teleport and shapeshift. Golden Freddy is theorized to be in the kitchen, off-screen. And the 12-man Fnaf VHS tapes before the reboot, Cassidy was last seen going into the kitchen. She had green eyes and her last name was Johnson. In the reboot version of 12-man Fnaf VHS tapes, William kills the little girl named Madeline by cutting her limbs off and deep frying her body into nuggets. However, Cassidy is actually mentioned when William talks to his friend Carl, telling him to get rid of any evidence they have left by dumping them into acid tanks that Carl has in his basement. But William also does some damage control by saying to dump Cassidy into the acid tanks and the client as well. She has been suggested to be half Japanese or specifically Asian mixed. I know that Cassidy is a gender-neutral name, but it's so clearly mostly a girl's name. The name Cassidy is also a popular name for girls. Cassidy is vaguely described in Return to the Pit to be the girl with curly hair, and in the picture of the missing children, only 3 of them, Cassidy is seen with pigtails, even though Susie has curly hair, but not in pigtails. I'm guessing due to the retcon of having 6 missing children instead of the original 5, so in Return to the Pit has the original 5 missing children instead of 6 from the original Into the Pit story. So considering that Andrea was a boy with curly black hair, they ended up giving Cassidy the curly black hair, but also pigtails? It's weird. And if Cassidy wasn't the little girl in the survival logbook, or at least the picture of the little girl being given cake by the marionette, then who the hell is Cassidy and what does she look like? We don't know.